Welcome back, everybody. Happy Friday to you, and happy Friday to you, Dr. John
Thank you.
Bentley. He is here for our Ask the Vet segment. And I actually have a couple of questions, if I
Okay.
can be a little selfish. So I got a new puppy. She's a golden doodle. Her name is Zoe. We have a picture. How cute is she? Look at that face. So hard to get mad at her when she chews up all of my nice shoes. But my question is, she is a chewer, but she also swallows things. Like she'll swallow socks. That's her favorite thing. And so, she'll, hate to be gross, but she'll throw it up a few days later, and so we'll feel better. But I don't know what to do about it, and I don't know what to look for.
You have to keep things. Those can actually be very dangerous, and it can actually kill your dog. So you have to be very careful about those things. You have to keep them off the floor. It's just like having a kid and not leaving cabinets open. You got to protect her from herself. And the symptoms you need to look for in case she's blocked up. If it's just in her stomach, then usually they're still happy. They want to eat, but as soon as they eat, they throw up. If it's stuck somewhere about midway between the front and the back, you start getting the dog that doesn't want to eat. Can plus or minus on the throwing up, usually somewhat of a painful abdomen, and what they call scanty stools. They still have stools, but they're very small. They're kind of ribbon colored. They may have blood in them, this sort of stuff. Any of those kind of symptoms, you need to see a vet right away. With that kind of history, the top of my list would be that your dog is blocked. You can usually find those either with an x-ray, or if you can't see the object itself, you can see the results of being blocked, which is gas building up behind the blockage, and that can usually be seen on an x-ray.
Yeah, and I've always been a cat person. I've always had a lot of cats, so I'm not used to having a dog around. It's like I'll think I've got everything picked up, and
they'll find it.
Yeah, they'll find it. So I got to be careful. My other question, this is a pretty easy one. A lot of people may know this, but I really don't. She just turned 7 months. When is the best time to get your dog spayed or neutered?
Okay, if you're not planning on breeding them, probably a good time to have them spayed is before their first heat cycle, because you pretty much eliminate the possibility of mammary cancer later on. If they've never had a sniff of estrogen at all in their lives, which is what the heat cycle is, then you have the chance of having mammary cancer in your dog goes down in the single digits. So it's really a nice idea. There's very few side effects from that, mainly that they gain a lot of weight.
I'm glad I asked you that, because I've heard are there two different theories really on that? I mean, I've heard other people say wait till after that first heat cycle, but now I'm glad you said
there's
that.
really no reason to do that unless you have other problems. Your dog's anatomical structures aren't mature enough, and that can cause problems with ascending urinary tract infections, that sort of stuff. But your vet can tell you about that.
Well, thanks. I'll be making an appointment soon then.
Sure
All
thing.
right, we'll be right back after this.